So normally on Thursdays, I bring you all my match preview for Bradford City's weekend fixture. But this week, Crew absolutely bottled it against us, so we don't have a game. In today's video, we're going to be going in a little bit more detail and doing my usual League 2 score predictions, just in a lot more detail. Will probably be a bit of 10 to 15 minute long video. We'll go through all the sort of in-depth stats that we do for a Bradford City versus whoever game. We'll do that for all the games and just break it down a little bit more, rather than just giving a pretty simple score prediction. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 60 likes on today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We are now on the road to 7,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already, with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Get your score predictions as well down in the comment section down below. Now unfortunately there is no game this weekend after 3 straight draws for Bradford City. No, is it 4? 3? 4. It's 4 straight draws, isn't it, for Bradford City now in a row. Unfortunately, we don't have a game this weekend to put it right. We've got to wait 11 days from Tuesday's 0-0 draw against Carlisle to get, hopefully, back to winning ways. This time it'll be against Grimsby. Obviously, Crew international call-ups, although it didn't affect their game that they played the other day. For some reason as well, Harrogate and Newport are not playing at all this weekend. I don't really understand what's going on there. I don't know if they're meant to be playing each other or what's going on, but it's just not a fixture that's penciled in for this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, there's no game for either team, so I don't really know what's going on there. In total, we have 10 games to preview. Let's waste no further time. Make sure to drop a like on there for me. Subscribe if you're new as well. Let's get into it. So if we start out then with Barrow AFC versus AFC Wimbledon. Barrow currently sit 10th in the Sky Bet League 2 table. After 37 games, they've got 15 wins, 7 draws, 15 defeats, 38 goals scored, 42 goals conceded, which leaves them on a -4 goal difference and 52 points. Their last couple of matches then have been a loss, a draw, a win, a draw, and a win. So fairly inconsistent. Them last couple of matches, then been a 1-0 defeat away to Harrogate Town, a 0-0 draw at home to Sutton United, a 1-0 win away at Walsall, a 1-1 draw at home to Salford City, and then a 1-0 win at home to Stockport. If we compare that then to AFC Wimbledon, they currently sit 17th in the Sky Bet League 2 table. After 37 matches, they've got 10 wins, 13 draws, 14 defeats, 38 goals scored, 43 goals conceded, which leaves them on a -5 goal difference and 43 points. Their last couple of matches then been a loss, a draw, a loss, and a loss. So really poor form for AFC Wimbledon. Them last couple of games then being a 1-0 defeat at home to Crawley Town. That's Crawley's first away win all season, coming in the 18th of March, and obviously against AFC Wimbledon. They had a 1-1 draw away to Newport County, a 2-1 defeat away to Doncaster Rovers, a 3-1 defeat at home to Mansfield Town, and then just before that, they had a 3-2 defeat at home to Stevenage. In terms of a score prediction for this game, I think Barrow will get all 3 points in this one. I'm going to go with a 2-1 home win for the home side. Colchester United versus Tranmere Rovers up next. Obviously, Tranmere recently parting company with, I would probably a club legend in Mickey Mellon. Hasn't quite worked out for them this season, or really over the last couple of campaigns. Colchester United, though, they currently sit 21st in the table. After 37 matches, they've got 9 wins, 9 draws, 19 defeats, 33 goals scored, 45 goals conceded, which leaves them on a -12 goal difference and 36 points. Their last couple of games then have been a draw, a loss, and a loss. I didn't actually realise how bad Colchester's form was, but them last couple of games then being a 2-2 draw away at Leyton Orient, scoring 2 goals really late on in that one to come back and snatch a point. A 1-0 defeat at home to Stockport, a 2-0 defeat away to Bradford City, a 1-0 defeat at home to Northampton Town, and a 1-0 defeat away to Carlisle. So while on paper it looks like they've only picked up 1 point from the last 5 games, they've played every team there that's in like the top 6 teams in the league. So they have had a really tricky run of form. In terms of Tranmere Rovers, then they currently sit 14th in the Sky Bet League 2 table. After 37 games, they've got 13 wins, 9 draws, 15 defeats, 36 goals scored, 38 goals conceded, which leaves them on a -2 goal difference and 48 points. Their last couple of matches then have been a loss, a draw, a win, and a win. Them last couple of games then been a 3-1 defeat at home to Newport County, a 2-0 defeat away to Gillingham, a 1-1 draw at home to Hartlepool, a 1-0 win at home to Crawley, and a 1-0 win away to Stevenage. In terms of the score prediction for this game, both sides not on great form. Colchester doing well, to be fair, against some tough sides. I think it'll be a draw. I'm going to go with a score 1-1 draw in that one. Next up then is a big relegation 6-pointer. Crawley Town versus Rochdale AFC. Crawley currently sit 22nd in the Sky Bet League 2 table. After 36 games, they've got 8 wins, 9 draws, 19 defeats, 39 goals scored, 59 goals conceded, which leaves them on a minus 20 goal difference and 33 points. The last couple of games, though, have been a draw, a win, a loss, and a loss. If we have a look at their last couple of games, then most recently they had a 1-1 draw at home to Doncaster Rovers, a 1-0 win away at AFC Wimbledon, a 3-1 win at home to Harrogate Town, a 3-0 defeat away to Sutton, and then just before that they had a 1-0 defeat, away to Northampton Town. If we compare that then to Rochdale AFC, Rochdale currently sat 24th in the Sky Bet League 2 table. After 37 matches, they've only got 6 wins, 8 draws, 23 losses, 33 goals scored, 57 goals conceded, which leaves them on a minus 24 goal difference and 26 points. Rochdale currently 7 points adrift, and if Crawley win this, I think Rochdale definitely will be gone. Rochdale's last couple of matches, though, have been a draw, a loss, a win, a draw, and a loss. Them last couple of matches then been a 4-4 draw at home to Swindon Town, a 1-0 defeat away to Grimsby Town, a 2-0 win at home to Stevenage, a 1-1 draw away to Crewe Alexandra, and then just before that, they had a 2-1 defeat at home to Stockport County. In terms of a score prediction for this game, I think it either finishes 0-0 or it's going to be really high scoring. I'm going to go with a high scoring 3-2 home win for Crawley. I think Crawley will just edge it, and surely if Rochdale lose this, Jim Bentley's got to get the sack. I quite like Bentley as a manager, and I know Rochdale's squad is not really got any quality in it at all. They've got a couple half decent players, but a lot of them are not good enough to be playing at League 2 standard. I can only really see a Crawley win, in my opinion, high scoring at 3-2 in that game. Obviously, Crewe versus Bradford is postponed, so the next one is Doncaster Rovers versus Northampton Town. Doncaster currently sit 12th in the Sky Bet League 2 table, smack bang in the middle of the table. After 37 games, they've got 15 wins, 6 draws, 16 defeats, 40 goals scored, 50 goals conceded though, which leaves them on a minus 10 goal difference and 51 points. Their last couple of games then being a draw, a loss, a win, a loss, and a draw, so pretty symmetrical in terms of their form. Them last couple of games then being a 1-1 draw away to Crawley Town, a 3-1 defeat away to Salford City, a 2-1 win at home to AFC Wimbledon, a 2-0 defeat at home to Harrogate Town before recently having a 0-0 draw against Stockport County away from home. If we compare that then to Northampton Town, Northampton currently sit 4th in the Sky Bet League 2 table. After 37 games, they've got 18 wins, 12 draws, 7 defeats, 50 goals scored, 33 goals conceded, which leaves them on a positive 17 goal difference and 66 points. They've got over their wobble, and their last couple of games have been a win, a draw, a win, and a draw, so unbeaten in at least their last 5 matches. They had a 1-0 win at home to Crewe Alexandra, a 1-0 win at home to Mansfield Town, a 1-1 draw away to Hartlepool, a 1-0 win at home to Crawley, and then they also had a 1-1 draw away to Harrogate Town. They also won their match before that, and then that was where their poor run of form really ended after that one. But in terms of a score prediction for this game, I can only really see a win for the Cobblers. Doncaster are really struggling at this moment in time, and there's not even that far off the playoffs. It tells you how poor the standard is in League 2. I'm going to go with a 3-1 away win for the Cobblers, and I think it'll be another final nail in the coffin for Doncaster's outside chance of really getting into the playoffs. Next up then is Gillingham FC versus Carlisle United. Gillingham currently sit 19th in the Sky Bet League 2 table. After 37 games, they've got 10 wins, 11 draws, 16 defeats, only 25 goals scored, 40 goals conceded. That does leave them on a minus 15 goal difference and 41 points. The last couple of games then being a win, a loss, a win, a draw, and a draw. Them last couple of games then being a 2-1 win at home to Crewe Alexandra, a 2-0 defeat away to Walsall, a 2-0 win at home to Tranmere, a 0-0 draw away to Stockport, and a 0-0 draw away to Harrogate Town. If we compare that then to Carlisle United, Carlisle moved back up into the top 3, into the final automatic promotion place. After 37 games, they've got 18 wins, 12 draws, 7 defeats, 58 goals scored, 35 goals conceded. That does leave them on a positive 23 goal difference and 66 points. Their last couple of games then have been a draw, a win, and a win. Them last couple of games then been a 0-0 draw away to Bradford City, a 0-0 draw at home to Stevenage FC, a 2-1 win away to Swindon Town, a 2-0 win at home to Grimsby Town before a 5-2 win away at Crawley. In terms of a score prediction for this game, I think it's going to be action-packed. If we were at Carlisle, I'd back them maybe for a 3-1 win, but because Gillingham are at home at Priestfield, I'm going to go with a draw in this one. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw, which will probably be very beneficial for the Gills, and obviously Carlisle dropping points is good for my team, Bradford City. Next up then is Grimsby Town versus Walsall FC, a mid-table clash. Grimsby currently sit 15th in the table. After 35 games, they've got 12 wins, 10 draws, 13 defeats, 37 goals scored, 41 goals conceded. That does leave them on a minus 4 goal difference and 46 points. Their last couple of games then being a draw, a win, a draw, and a loss. Them last couple of games then being a 0-0 draw away to Mansfield Town. Obviously, they had a 5-0 defeat away to Brighton and Hove Albion in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. They had a 1-0 win away to Sutton United, a 1-0 win at home to Rochdale, a 1-1 draw at home to Newport County. They also had a 2-0 defeat away to Carlisle. We compare that then to Walsall FC. Walsall currently sit 13th in the Sky Bet League 2 table. After 36 matches, they've got 11 wins, 15 draws, 10 defeats, 38 goals scored, 32 goals conceded, which leaves them on a positive 6 goal difference and 48 points. Their last couple of games then have been a win, a draw, a loss, a draw, and a loss. Them last couple of games then being a 2-0 win at home to Gillingham. I think that was their first win since New Year's Day. A 0-0 draw at home to Swindon Town, a 3-1 defeat away to Stevenage, a 0-0 draw at home to Bradford City before also having a 1-0 defeat at home to Barrow. In terms of a score prediction for this game, mid-table clash. Both sides really struggling for goals over the last couple of games. I can only really see another 0-0 draw in this one, and that is what I'm going to predict, a stalemate in that match. Hartlepool United versus Leyton Orient up next then. Hartlepool currently sit 23rd in the Sky Bet League 2 table. After 37 games, they've got 6 wins, 13 draws, 18 defeats, 40 goals scored, 66 goals conceded, which leaves them on a minus 26 goal difference and 31 points. Their last couple of games then have been a draw, a draw, a draw, a draw, and a loss. Them last couple of games then been a 2-2 draw away to Bradford City, a 1-1 draw at home to Northampton Town, a 1-1 draw away to Tranmere, a 3-3 draw at home to Walsall, and they had a 1-0 defeat at home to Newport County. If we compare that then to Leyton Orient obviously currently sit first in the Sky Bet League 2 table. After 36 matches, they've got 21 wins, 10 draws, 5 defeats, 48 goals scored, 24 goals conceded, which leaves them on a positive 24 goal difference and 73 points. The last couple of games then have been a draw, a draw, a draw, a win, and a win. Them last couple of matches then been a 2-2 draw at home to Colchester United, a 1-1 draw at home to Swindon Town, a 2-2 draw away to Grimsby Town, a 1-0 win at home to Crawley Town, and a 2-1 win at home to Rochdale. In terms of a score prediction for this game, I can only really see the league leaders getting another 3 points in this game. I'm going to go with a 2-1 away win for the O's. 3 games to go then. Mansfield Town versus Sutton United up next. Mansfield currently sit 8th in the Sky Bet League 2 table. After 36 games, they've got 16 wins, 9 draws, 11 defeats, 55 goals scored, 45 goals conceded, which leaves them on a positive 10 goal difference and 57 points. Their last couple of games then being a draw, a defeat, a win, and a defeat. Them last couple of games then been a 0-0 draw at home to Grimsby Town, a 1-1 draw away to Stockport County, a 1-0 defeat away to Northampton Town, a 3-1 win away at AFC Wimbledon, and a 5-2 defeat at home to Salford City. So they're on a little bit of a wobble recently, only 1 win in their last 5, that win being against Wimbledon as well, who are really, really struggling at this moment in time. Obviously, they had a last kick of the game equaliser against Stockport, so Mansfield are on a little bit of a wobble. If we compare that though to Sutton United, this is actually a little bit of a playoff clash, as Sutton currently sit 9th, well, a playoff contender clash, you could say. 37 games played for Sutton, 15 wins, 10 draws, 12 defeats, 40 goals scored, 40 goals conceded. That leaves them on a 0 goal difference and 55 points. Their last couple of games then have been a loss, a draw, a win, a draw, and a win. Them last couple of games then been a 1-0 defeat at home to Grimsby Town, a 0-0 draw away to Barrow, a 3-0 win at home to Crawley, a 1-1 draw at home to Crewe, and a 2-0 win away to Newport County. In terms of a score prediction for this game, Mansfield always seem to struggle against Sutton United, so I'm going to go Mansfield Town 1, Sutton United 3. The penultimate match then to preview is Stevenage FC versus Salford City. Stevenage currently sits 2nd in the table. After 36 games, they've got 19 wins, 10 draws, 7 defeats, 50 goals scored, 31 goals conceded. That leaves them on a positive 19 goal difference and 67 points. Their last couple of games then have been a draw, a win, a loss, and a draw. Them last couple of games then been a 0-0 draw away to Carlisle, a 1-0 win at home to Crewe, a 3-1 win at home to Walsall, a 2-0 defeat away to Rochdale, and a 3-2 win away to AFC Wimbledon. If we compare that then to Salford City, Salford currently sits 7th in the table. After 37 games, they've got 17 wins, 8 draws, 12 defeats, 57 goals scored, 42 goals conceded. That leaves them on a positive 15 goal difference and 59 points. The last couple of matches then being a win, a loss, a win, a draw, and a win. Them last couple of games then being a 3-1 win at home to Doncaster Rovers, a 4-3 defeat away to Crewe Alexandra, a 3-1 win at home to Newport County, a 1-1 draw away to Barrow, and a 5-2 win away to Mansfield Town. In terms of a score prediction for this game, Stevenage have been very strong at home this season. I can only really see another win for them. I'm going to go with a 2-1 home win for Stevenage in that one. And the final match then to preview is Swindon Town versus Stockport County. Swindon currently sit 11th in the Sky Bet League 2 table, just 8 points outside of the playoffs. After 36 games, they've got 13 wins, 12 draws, 11 defeats, 49 goals scored, 42 goals conceded. That leaves them on a positive 7 goal difference and 51 points. Their last couple of games then have been a draw, a loss, a draw, and a win. So 3 draws and a defeat in the last 4 games isn't ideal. Them last couple of games then being a 4-4 draw away to Rochdale, Charlie Austin scoring all 4 goals in that one. A 0-0 draw away to Walsall, a 2-1 defeat at home to Carlisle, a 1-1 draw away to Leyton Orient, and a 3-0 win at home to Harrogate Town. If you compare that then to Stockport County, Stockport currently sits 6th in the table after 37 games. They've got 17 wins at 17 wins at 9 draws, 11 defeats, 50 goals scored, 32 goals conceded. That leaves them on a positive 18 goal difference and 60 points. Their last couple of matches then being a draw, a win, a draw, and a defeat. In terms of a score prediction for this game, I can only really see a Stockport win. 3-1 is what I'm going to go with to the county in that match. Obviously, there is no fixture for either Newport or Harrogate, and Crewe versus Bradford has been postponed. So 10 matches previewed in a little bit more detail than usual for you. If you have enjoyed watching today's video, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 60 likes, as I mentioned at the start of today's video, subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 7,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Get your score predictions for all these games as well down in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Have a great rest of your day and I'll see you all very soon for another one. Peace.